1 week retreat. We have a good topic. Ananda Mimamsa. Mimamsa is a kind of analysis. And the topic is Ananda. So it is easy for you, because all the way it is one of Ananda. Ananda means happiness, contentment, satisfaction, being pleased. In different degrees. We use the word Ananda for all this. But what does the word really mean? All these pertinent words have always two different meanings. One is relative, the other is absolute. When you say absolute, we mean it. All words that are revealing what is the reality, like Satyam, that is a word. It has a meaning. Satyam means Asti. So this mic Asti, sound Asti, certain temperature Asti, room Asti. Is, anything is. And that is the absolute meaning of the people. That's the meaning understood by the people. Asti Nama. Is Swamiji here or not? Phone. Yes, he is here. Asti. Asti means is. So that's our reality. Anything is, we use the word is. Anything is not available, you say is not, nasti. Asti nasti. Anything falsely seen, to say it is but it is not. We say it's false. Anything appears to be true, but it is not true, known. You will say is, but it appears to be. Like your reflection. You plus your reflection. There are two people there. You laugh, the other fellow laughs. You grin, the other fellow grins. There are two fellows. No. There are two, but one is you, the other is also you. Are you two? No. That is abhasa. It's an appearance. As though there is one there, but it's all me. But appearance is asti. Therefore, we have suppose a mimamsa. What do you really mean by asti? Is. We will get one relative meaning. Within itself, there is more relative than the other. One is relative meaning. The other is absolute meaning. But for want of analysis, knowledge, the existence of what is reflected in a mirror is real, asti. The other is appearance. This is our thinking. This is how the world is moving. Humanity thinking. The human thinking is what is reflected is satyam, and the reflection is an appearance. Is mithya. Just an appearance. Now, if a dog stands before a huge mirror, dog will see another dog. It's highly territorial. Doesn't want any other dog in the vicinity. It'll bark and threaten. This is my territory. Most of these animals are highly territorial. And human beings also highly territorial. If you analyze, different types of territory they have got. Highly territorial. That's my work. Even workplace, that's my work. Why do you interfere? Territorial. Highly territorial. And the dog I have seen on dog tries to get that dog. Then attacks and then it is confused. So how to make this dog understand the fact even that one you see in the mirror is you? Takes a guru. It takes a guru. Not ordinary guru. Because you have to make a dog understand. So you must have something more than a mere mortal to make a dog understand that, hey, that is you, this is you, two cannot be there, one is appearance. Dog doesn't need, but it is confused. then it forgets also. It has no self-judgment and therefore it's not an issue, big issue. But it is an issue. I have seen a bird coming to the bathroom through the window that was open. It just perches upon the mirror, and then bends down and finds a mirror there. And then it slides on the mirror. To find out that one is not there, confused. So there must be a bird guru to tell that. Hey, that's an appearance. Don't try to find out anything there. Just enjoy. There should be a bird guru. Why? Because a correction is made to make the word understood in a way that it has got to be understood. While the one that is reflected in the mirror is real, Satyam. That's never negated. That is Satyam. But if that also has got another Satyam, and if this one draws its existence from that Satyam, then we should little get alarmed. Hey, if this has got another Satyam, the mirrored reflection has got this Satyam, this Satyam suppose has got another Satyam, then that Satyam also may have another Satyam. Satyam means what exists. So that also may have another Satyam. Then I cannot say I am. Because you are still arriving at whether I am or not. Because Satyam, Satyasya, 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 Satyam. Endless. A regression to infinity. But you know that I am. There is no regression. One Satyam is evident. And that has got to be the Satyam of all that is Satyam. Appearance also was Satyam until it is known. At least for the bird it is Satyam. For the dog it is Satyam. For any animal it will be Satyam. A reflection. But for a human being, so well informed, that's only an appearance. He is a jnani. He is a wise person. That's why he doesn't wear, he doesn't put this tilakam unto that reflection. Looking at that, put it here. All fixing here. So that means you are a big jnani. From the standpoint of the bird, I switched from dog to bird. A little more, because I have to say, a dog guru is necessary. So that means the guru becomes a dog. So it's not a good example, therefore, bird. A bird is better, because everybody wants to fly. And so, in dream also you fly. Don't you fly sometimes? A lot of people. have told me that they feel they are flying. There must be some reason. Jungian reason. Yeah. There must be some reason why people feel like flying. In the dream they fly. And then they can't fly too far. They do like this and fly. It's amazing. Everybody's experience it is. It looks to me. Because so many people have told me that they feel like flying. So, bird is a better example. So with reference to that bird, which doesn't understand there is only one, non-dually one. But then it doesn't know, but with reference to that bird, a human being is a jnani. Jnani means wise. The wise becomes not that wise on analysis, viveka, vichara, an inquiry which implies a discrimination, a discriminative inquiry, which is true, which is not true, that kind of inquiry. Two things are mixed up. So if there is another Satyam, from which this Satyam draws its existence, Satyasya Satyam, without negating the object that is reflected there, the body. If there is a Satyam, that Satyam doesn't have another Satyam. That is the absolute meaning of Satyam. The word Anandam is used everybody uses the word Ananda. And it is translated as happiness, joy, little more bliss. And if it is the ultimate B capital, bliss, how will you say B capital when you say kya will? In a sentence they will put bliss, but B capital. It's not beginning of the sentence. B capital. How will you pronounce that? When you pronounce the word, you have to reveal there is a capital B. How will you do? You experience bliss. That is B small. That if it has got to be capital, you have to say it differently. How will you say? I don't know how you say, but I can try. I don't know. This is the time I'm going to try. That is the absolute bliss. No, I'm not satisfied. It is beyond everything. It is, you have to close your eyes. It's bliss. It's beyond everything. Ineffable. You can't express it in words. So, you have to inflate the words. You know I'm inflating, right? It's Ananda, so I'm not going to make you very serious, okay? So, this Ananda is another word. Swamis are all called Anandas. Dayananda, Chidananda, and Satyananda, Paramananda, Hamsananda, Paramahamsananda, Vivekananda, Vairagyananda, Nirvishayananda, Nirmalananda. Nirmalananda means not dirty Ananda. Nirvishayananda. Nirvishayananda means objectless Ananda. Nirvishayananda. Fellow should not open his eyes. Nirvishayananda. Nirmohananda. Undiluted Ananda. Not deluded Ananda. Like this, there are different words, but Ananda is the same. Ananda is invariable. It's just a name. More or less, these words are all defining Atma, oneself. Kind of. Atma definition, not individual definition, Atma definition. All of them are called Ananda. And when they have to teach you, they have to teach you, you are Ananda. How will they teach? The subject matter is so serious. It's a serious subject matter. The subject matter is that you are everything. When you are everything, it's not an ordinary thing. It's a very big thing. Do you know how big? You are limitless. How big it is? It is limitlessly big. Big topic. You can't be funny. You have to be serious. Therefore they teach like this. You are Ananda. All the Upanishads tell us that you are nothing but Ananda. I am Ananda. We are all Ananda. We have heard this. But if you hear you are Ananda, you don't become Ananda. You have to become Ananda. From sorrow, you have to go through the process of becoming Ananda. In the white heat of meditation. The Ananda that is you comes to surface, manifest. That's not going to be easy in this life. I have heard this kind of thing. But it is worth it. For many lives. This is a little encouraging statement. Okay. This is worth it. So the first statement is you are Ananda. The net result is a few rounds of birth we should not mind when what is at stake is limitless. What you are gaining is limitless. And what you invest is nothing. 3 more lives. It's nothing. They talk like that. So in the meditation, Ananda surfaces. The white heat of meditation. Like grilled cheese. If the cheese in between, the slices of bread, the cheese that is in between, once you grill this cheese, grill this sandwich, then in the heat of grilling, the inside Ananda melts and it just surfaces its presence. That's why it's a laughing, smiling Ananda comes out. Do you see the grilled cheese? Always outside you will find. It's all melted Ananda. Okay. Otherwise you don't need heat. White heat, why should you require? You sit upon this Ananda, which has got to be melted. Or the Ananda egg has to be hatched. And that requires certain warmth. And when you meditate, you develop that heat. You generate that heat temperature adequate. And the egg, lo behold, see the chick of Ananda comes out. Chick of Ananda comes out. Quack, quack. So, because we are going to do Mimamsa. Mimamsa means all these analysis. Ananda analysis is going to be funny. I am sure it's going to be funny. I do not know how it will be funny, but the beginning itself seems to be funny. very revealing. And therefore we will have a thorough analysis of this Ananda, which is a very important topic, which implies we are looking for Ananda. Something that will make us satisfied, pleased. And we all know one avenue, and that is something to make me forget. That is the only avenue. A stand-up comedian, he can make you forget by the time being. Laughter is contagious. If some people laugh, you also laugh because it looks as though you have to laugh. So you also laugh. That's why they tell a joke and then they flash, laugh. You are supposed to laugh. And then laugh. And then when the laughter goes, you all laugh immediately. It's contagious. Like the opposite also is contagious. When everybody is sad, you can't go and laugh. You also become sad for no reason. You don't know what for they are sad. That they are sad makes you sad, correct? You have got empathy. And so you empathize. And you are sad. And therefore, this comedian makes you sad. Makes you happy. Sometimes sad also. Because he tells as though it's a joke, but you don't find any joke there. Anything to laugh. You become sympathetic with that person. That's a sad thing. But he makes you forget. He's capable of making you forget if he knows what he does. They are comedians. They know exactly how to do it. They prepare themselves. And there are prompters somewhere. Or they've got some paper. Whatever. So then they come to memory. They come and narrate. They know how to narrate. Joke may be written by somebody. But it makes you forget. Whatever that is told makes you forget. Forget yourself, not anything else. So you have to forget yourself in order to be happy. That is the only avenue we have got. A good society, welfare society, a society where there is enough affluence and all that, is the one that is able to give you more moments of self-forgetting. You can go to some place and you can forget yourself. More chances to forget yourself. If your only avenue of happiness is by forgetting yourself. Yourself means your knowledge about yourself, your judgment about yourself, which implies So your own background, your own core issues, all issues, current issues, all you should forget. Then only you can laugh. If you remember core issues and you can't laugh, that fellow telling the story, you can't laugh. So, because you are remembering something else, you can't laugh. So, that comedian or any situation has to somehow capture the total attention of you, means all of you is captured by the situation. It may be the silent stars. It may be the vastness of ocean with all these migrating whales or dolphins jumping. For breathing. So you feel something good about yourself. In fact, you were so sad, that is why you went to the beach. But you are fascinated. The cause for sadness is not there at that moment. That reveals a lot for me. Because you are there, when you are laughing, you are the whole person. There is nothing reserved. There is nothing held back. You let go. And you are happy. When you let go, you are happy. Does it come from the whales? Does it come from the ocean? Or from the stars? Or does it come from yourself? Or it doesn't come at all? Maybe it is just you. We don't know. We need mimamsa. We need mimamsa. Therefore, just look at this. So somebody says, so that person makes me happy. This person makes me unhappy. And this person makes me unhappy. Always there is some scapegoat. Somebody makes me unhappy. Something makes me unhappy. There are enough reasons to make you unhappy. And then the person is not there at all. Unhappiness continues. How come you became unhappy because of that person and he is not there? How come? Still you are unhappy? He left me. He made you unhappy. Yes, he made me unhappy and he left me. Then you should be happy. No, I go through separation. Oh, when we were not separate, you were happy? No, that's why we got separated. We wanted some space and therefore we got separated. So you should be happy now. No. Why you are unhappy then? No. When he was there, at least, when I saw him, I became unhappy. Now I am permanently. In other words, do you know what? When you remember yourself, you are unhappy. In fact, you don't require any one other person to make you unhappy. You close your eyes, unhappy. Open your eyes, unhappy. Therefore, somebody has to come and make you laugh, capture you by a slapstick joke. Or something or the other, just to capture you. Nature can capture. A funny event can capture. The whole of you has to be captured. Then you are happy. That means, so the whole of you is not captured. The whole of you is not captured. Whatever that is left after being captured, that seems to be the one that seems to be the whole, correct? Huh? Because you are happy. That is what we call wholeness. Swamiji, this is the first talk. So your introduction, you are supposed to give me introduction. In fact, I am introducing you to yourself. And therefore, it is introduction. Mimamsa. So, Mimamsa apekshate. Ananda Mimamsa apekshate. What exactly is this Ananda has to be analyzed with the help of the Shruti, the Veda, the Upanishad. The Upanishad, which is a part of the Veda, which we call Vedanta. It analyzes. There is one Upanishad called Taittiriya, belonging to Yajurveda. Among the four Vedas, Rik and Sama and Atharva, these are the other three Yajus. Yajurveda. Rik, Yajus, Sama, Atharva, four Vedas, forming one body of knowledge. We look upon this body of knowledge as something received from generation to generation. Orally received. The Veda has notations. Therefore, easy to remember. Once it gets into you, it's like a rhyme. A nursery rhyme like, you remember. Prose you always forget. Poems you remember. But here we have these notations. Therefore, you remember. Yaschandasam rishabho vishwarupaha chandobhyo dhyamrita at sambabhuva samendro medhaya asprunotu amritasya devadharano bhuyasam shariram me vicharshanam Jihva me madhumattama karna abhyam bhuri vishruvam brahmana koshosi me dayapihita shrutam me gopaya avahanti vitanvana kurvana chiramatmanaha vasagumsci mamagavascha annapane cha sarvada tato me shriyamavaha lomasham pasubis sahaswaha Amayantu brahmacharina swaha. Bimayantu brahmacharina swaha. Pramayantu brahmacharina swaha. Damayantu brahmacharina swaha. Shamayantu brahmacharina swaha. Yasho jane sa niswaha. Shreyan vasya sosa niswaha. Tantva bhaga prabhisha niswaha. Sama bhaga prabhisha swaha. Like this it goes on. There is, you can see, some notations are there. You go, you come down, Kurvana chiramatmanaha vasa, it goes down, vasa gumsi, vasa gumsi. So it is plain and then goes down. It goes flat and then goes down. Amayantu brahmacharinas swaha. Twist. So this is the swaras, 3 swaras. One is anudatam, the second is udatam, the third is swaritam. With these 3, they learn the entire Veda. Automatic, it goes by repeating, it goes. So the whole Veda is handed over to the next generation by teaching in terms of recitation. This is how we have received. And in this Yajurveda, there is Krishna Yajurveda, one branch. Krishna Yajurveda, the other is Shukla Yajurveda. The Krishna Yajurveda has got an Upanishad called Taittiriya. Means what I chanted is Taittiriya. In this Taittiriya Upanishad, in the 2nd chapter, there is a calculus of Ananda. And so therefore it is called Ananda Mimamsa. Analysis of Ananda. With certain background understanding, we will go to that Ananda Mimamsa and discuss that section. The whole summer I have been talking Taittiriya Upanishad. So different parts of Taittiriya Upanishad. So in the previous camp, I was talking Abhayam Pratishtam Vindate. Freedom from fear. One gains freedom from fear. That was my previous camp. That is also Taittiriya. Pancha Kosha Viveka. So 5 levels of mistake. Common 5 levels of mistake. They call it 5 sheets. And then we had one camp, and that was for Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. The opening. mantra. So there is also Taittiriya. Now this is Ananda Mimamsa Taittiriya. And we will analyze it. It's very, very interesting. In America, if you say very interesting means it's useless. Yeah. So that's not, that's English, the Indian English word. Interesting means something very important. And here, suppose you serve something while eating, a new Indian dish, and then eating that, how was that? Very interesting. That means so I have nothing to say. So this is it's very, very profound. Then with the introduction which preceded the section, and then with that this Mimamsa would be very, very revealing. So you are in for a happy analysis. Of what it takes to be happy. What does it take for one to be happy? There is so much in it. Once I was in what is that place? Kurnool. I was in Kurnool, in Andhra. And there was a public talk in the evening. Then I asked this question, is there anyone here in the audience who wants to be sad? One fellow put up his hand. So when nobody put up, this fellow puts up his hand. And everybody, I looked at him and everybody looked at him, turned back and looked at him, and then told me, Swamiji, you proceed. Why? Because he is popular. In a way. He is known to all of them. So don't worry about it. Then I didn't proceed. I proceeded on this fellow's raising the hand. Then I asked him, why do you want to be sad? I didn't ask him because I don't expect an answer. That they have told me already. So he is a little disturbed. And so I can't expect an answer. I asked a question and answered. Why anybody wants to be sad? I want to be sad in order to be happy, correct? I want to be sad in order to be sad? No. I want to be happy. I want to be sad. Why? Because I am not sad now. That means what? I am either happy or I am neutral. So he can't be say, I am sad now. I am sad, I want to be sad. Or he can say, I am sad, I want to be more sad. You asked, that is correct. I want to be more sad. Then I have a question to ask. If you want to be more sad, why you want to be more sad? If I am more sad, I feel, I think, what? I'll be happy. Because that is want. The want is to be happy. I want to be more sad in order to be happy. You can have a belief also. Some of these theologies are like that. Somebody died for you. Some kind of a sadism. Somebody died for me, what for? Without consulting me, somebody died for me. So, you should first consult me. I am going to die for you. I will say no. No, I don't want you to die for me. In fact, so, who should you die for me? To save you. I have to save myself. I don't want anybody to save me. If you really care for me, you take care of my credit card, okay? Loans. Never, otherwise just don't worry about my... Yeah. Therefore, what I say, it takes a simple question. Why I am not comfortable being sad? Sadness itself is a word revealing my being not comfortable with myself. Even though I point out somebody else is the reason for it, myself bereaved me, expectation unfulfilled me, but it's always me. Nobody is responsible for my sadness. There can be an external triggering point. Something triggers. You require people for that. And you are never short of them. You are not denied of people. They are always around you. Somebody asked me, what is marriage? It is to keep a permanent person to point out, didn't I tell you? You must be a permanent person to ask you, didn't I tell you? Yes. That means you are married. Who can tell with that privilege? That's a privilege to be pointed out. Didn't I tell you? It's an amazing... What a definition, eh? It's a good definition. There are many other definitions. This one, for the time being, is enough. And so, why I am not comfortable being sad? Why I cannot say, I am sad and therefore I am comfortable? There are some people like that also. Certain cases are. Because they don't believe that they can be happy. if in the unconscious, if there is a problem to be solved, if that is not solved and you become happy, then that is not acceptable to the unconscious, to the child. And therefore, you are comfortable being sad. You are made comfortable to be sad. So funny. That's all psychology. Very funny psychology. All this require mimamsa. I am throwing ideas which we will tie up. In the mimamsa, in the analysis, all these various topics would be taken, analyzed, then things become more and more clear. What the Upanishad says is something different from what we generally know about the word Ananda. And so there is an absolute meaning, there is a relative meaning. All this we will see from tomorrow onwards. Some more people may be coming in the night. This is only to keep you busy for some time. And tomorrow we'll start. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Then next to that is Jupiter. Next to that is Saturn. And then you have Venus, Mars and all that. Then Mercury, in the orbit near the Sun is the Mercury. That's why in horoscope you will find Sun and Mercury more or less the same house. Or next house, never after two houses. So it's always, it follows the Sun. So this Earth becomes a ping pong ball to that big size. In this, 2/3 is water. 1/3 alone land mass. In this, there are so many continents. You are in North American continent. And there in the East Coast, it's a huge continent. You are in one corner, East Coast. East Coast is so, if you take the whole thing, it's too big. Then it's all within the ping pong ball, remember. And then one continent and the East Coast and then Pennsylvania. Then afterwards you have Allentown. You have to find out where it is. And then afterwards Sailorsburg, opposite to flea market. So this is we are sitting opposite to flea market. You can check up. After tomorrow you can check up. We are opposite to flea market and we are here. Sun becomes a pixel. Then what are you? What is the earth? Invisible. In this invisible earth, you are occupying somewhere one corner of one continent in an unknown, unheard of place. You are there, and your problems are very big. That's why I brought this, okay? But the thing is, all these are nothing compared to you. You have to shift your vision. So that's what the teaching is. See how beautiful it is. We will see. We will be seeing all that. Is this a new question or old question? Old one. They're all old? Okay, we have got something to go by. A similar question was asked in the previous camp. Maybe it's a hangover. Is free will part of prarabdha? That was the question. Yeah. Last camp question. Yeah. Anyway, this question is an eternal question for everybody. And so, anywhere you ask for question, this will come. This is the eternal question. Nobody seems to be satisfied with that because life is like this. It looks as though we don't have a purushartha. We don't have a free will. But then, there is free will. You can ask a question. There is also prarabdha. Then there is no question of your knowing anything, having a problem. You have a problem which a cow has only prarabdha. The prarabdha also there is a better punya. All of them are going to be born as cows. There is a certain combination. That combination of karma brings about the body of a cow. But if it is born here in this part of the country, or in part of the globe, or elsewhere, it's going to be slaughtered. It will go between the buns of a hamburger. So that is what happens. That's within the punya papa, the papa is more than punya. But if it is born in Gujarat, it is lucky. It will live its life full. They will take care of it until it naturally dies. That's a punya bhumi. Because they don't kill it. Therefore, usme bhi, in a cow's life also there is prarabdha. there's a difference in prarabdha. The small punya predominant prarabdha. And, but it has no self-judgment. Human being has got self-judgment. Once you have self-judgment, you have got free will. That is called free will. That freedom is free will. You have your will, you can suspend the will, you are complete. A complete human being. Human being means consciousness is 100% uninhibited consciousness. That is why you have a notion about yourself as an entity, as a being. In the cow also there is consciousness. Consciousness is one limitless. All inhibited in the upadhi, in the body mind of cow. It is inhibited. In you it is uninhibited. In your notions you are inhibited. If I ask you to come and take something from my hand, you should see the person walking. Because all are watching, And therefore there is you become self-conscious suddenly. Complex. Sala. That's because you're self-conscious. Which is good. Which is good because you uninhibited consciousness. So that is what, that if you understand as such, and what it is all about, it is jnana. So, prarabdha has something to do with your body which has the free will. And that up to that point, prarabdha. And in life also it unfolds certain situations for you. What is the difference between Ishvara, Brahmaji and Brahman? Ishvara is Brahman. Ishvara is Brahman. Brahman is not Ishvara. Jiva is Brahman, individual. Brahman is not Jiva. Between Jiva and Ishvara, individual and total. This is one group. Jiva is Ishvara. Jiva is Brahman. Ishvara is Brahman. Therefore, Ishvara is Brahman, you are also Brahman. But when you say you, your body-mind-sense complex or Brahman, individual body-mind-sense complex or Brahman, the total, including your body, is also Brahman, only one Brahman. So same Brahman with reference to the entire thing that is here, then it is called Ishvara. Brahman alone is Ishvara. All knowledge. And all things that are here, known and unknown. Itself transcends, Brahman transcends, the Atma of Ishvara is Brahman Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Not Brahman, Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Because Ishvara is Brahman, so that's where the confusion. So Ishvara is Brahman, Jiva is Brahman. But the nature of Atma of Ishvara is limitless consciousness. The nature of Jiva is limitless consciousness. Therefore, there is no true limitless consciousness. But Jiva from the standpoint of the body-mind-sense complex. From the total, Ishvara. Brahmaji is within Ishvara. Then you divide again. as Srishti, as a creator, and then as a sustainer and all that, we create some kind of a division. Brahmaji, all are one. Creation, sustenance, and resolution. No destruction. It goes back to the cause. So this kind of a three, all the three are simultaneous. That's why I used to say, this moment is born, correct? This moment is born, creation. The moment is sustenance. And the moment is gone, destruction or whatever you say, resolution. So, which is first, which is second, which is third? Creation first, sustenance second, and destruction third. Is that so? This is like a quantum object. Now, so this moment is born. How long it is? Born is gone. Going, it's born. Existing, it's born. Born, gone. I'm sorry. Born is gone. Is born, gone. Gone is born. Gone, born is. All that is called Ishvara. All the three are Ishvara. For your invocation, etc., Brahmaji and Vishnuji. In fact, you can invoke in any one of them all. And therefore, if you are Vishnu Bhakta, Brahma, Rudra, all of them are one and the same. For Shiva Bhakta, all are one and the same. So there is no really difference, yeah. But we, in our understanding, as of the creation, you create a pot is for some time and gone. It's all, it's a kind of a too big, it's like a balance sheet. You draw a balance sheet at the end of the year. You are creating every day, losing every day. But at the end of the year, you make a balance sheet. Same way, so it is the same thing. It's all superimposed. Like even deliberate superimposition. Like present tense. Cooks. Where is Ram? Ram cooks. Present tense. I asked at 8:30 a.m. The answer was Ram cooks. Pachati. Then I asked at 10 o'clock. Ram cooks. Even now he cooks. At 11 I asked, yes, Ram cooks. So when he is cutting the vegetables also cooks. And he is cleaning the vegetables also cooks. Boiling the water also cooks. Shouting at somebody also cooks. And all he cooks. So what is the present tense? So many past minutes and hours are involved in this cook's business. So cooks. It's an arbitrary superimposition upon a word that is called present. If you analyze, it's called present tense. If you analyze, you become more tense, okay? is not present tense. It's all tense now. Because there is no content about it. There is no present tense. There is no present tense or anything. It's all past tense, continuous past tense. Or continuous present tense. Or continuous future tense. Or just one tense, okay? Really, if you analyze, it's very interesting it is. Chalo. In the 7th Anuvaka, Brahman is described. That's the question. Brahman is described as Anilayana. Can you claim this plane? You see, Anirukte Anilayane Pratishtam Bindate. This is in Taittiriya. Nilayanam. That which is an abode. That is Nilayana. So, Nitaram liyate asminiti. This is Nilayana. That lut is the bahulam, a place, an abode, a basis. Ashraya tirtha, adhara ashraya. Nilayana, an abode. So that which doesn't have an abode. The abode of everything you point out. Where are you sitting? You say, I'm sitting here under the roof in this hall. Where is this hall? Hall is on the ground. What is this ground? That is the surface of the earth. Where is the earth? The earth is in space. Where is space? Space is in my head. In my mind. Where is your mind? Mind is in my body. Where is the body? Body is the hall. Where is the hall? Hall is on the ground. Where is the ground? It is the surface of the earth. And where is this earth? It's in space. Where is space? It's in my mind. Where is the mind? It's in the body. Kya ji? Chakkar karte hain? So this is chakkar. So your orbit, you are caught in the orbit. You have to get out of the orbit. That is Vedanta. If you don't get out of the orbit, this is called chakra. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, now sukhi, now dukkhi. So even suppose, sukhi, I used to say this. You say, dukkhi, you are dukkhi means pain, means I am in pain. Dukkhi, I am in pain, I am in sorrow, dukkhi. I am happy, sukhi, correct? Sukhi, dukkhi. Both the words have got two syllables. Sukhi, 2 syllables. Dukhi, 2 syllables. Very interesting. So that means, so samsara is, so being sukhi and dukhi. Sukhi, dukhi, happy and happy, happy and happy, happy and happy. Doesn't matter. Why? Because I know that I will be sukhi next. Dukhi, sukhi, dukhi, sukhi, dukhi, sukhi. Sukhi, dukhi, dukhi, sukhi. Either way it's okay. So you may say dukhi, sukhi, I will say sukhi, dukhi. Because next is sukhi. Therefore sukhi, dukhi, sukhi. Wonderful. I need not worry about it, because next minute sukhi I will be. That's not true. That's not true. It is something like our musician. Whenever ghee comes at the end, they will lengthen it. They've got a license. In language you cannot say. You can't say, Aiye. You can't say, Aiye. You can't sing. You can't say. But they will, whenever a vowel is at the end, they will start off. Dukhi, dukhi, sukhi, dukhi. We have a song. Dukhi, this is dukhi. Sukhi jabaro, sukhi jabaro. கொஞ்சம் நிறுத்தி சொன்னா நிறுத்தா என்ன சுக்கி எவரோன்னு சொல்லக்கூடாதா? No. Sukhi jabaro. The yabaro is long. O is lengthened. But sukhi is shortened. Correct? Sukhi jabaro. அங்க பாரு. துக்கி சுக்கி. துக்கி சுக்கி. துக்கி சுக்கி. But still, dukhi comes to end, correct? Dukhi comes to end. Sukhi is there. But then sukhi ends little earlier than dukhi. So dukhi seems to be lengthened. And to keep you going, sukhi. That keeps you going. That's sukhi. Small sukha is there. And therefore, so this is called samsara. Sukhi dukhi samsara. The space, where is space? In the mind. Where is mind? In consciousness. Where is consciousness? In consciousness. Sve mahimni. In its own glory, it is self-existent, self-revealing, anilayanam. No nilayana for it. No ashraya. Sarvashraya. So it has no anashraya. Bhagavan's name, in Shiva's, the Ashtotra, the 108 names, one is Ishwaraya Namaha, Sarveshwaraya Namaha. So he is Ishwaraya Namaskar. Another one is Anishwaraya Namaha. Anishwara. Who is Ishwara? He is not Ishwara. He is not Ishwara. Ishwaraha na vidyate yasya. किसको ईश्वर नहीं है, सबका ईश्वर है. There is no Ishvara. For whom? Means one who is not lauded by anybody, who is the Lord of everything, one who is the abode of everything, one who lends existence to everything, which is self-existent. That is Anilayana. Can you tell us about how Bhagavatam came about? In the Mahabharata, after the war, among the Pandavas, only one survived. For the next generation. Abhimanyu was Arjuna's son. He got killed. All other children of Bhima and others, all of them were killed by Ashwatthama, Drona's son, when they were sleeping. Even women who were pregnant all killed. And Parikshit was the son of Subhadra, no? Uttara? Abhimanyu's son Parikshit. This Parikshit was the Raja. He was saved by Lord Krishna. And that's how this Parikshit bach gaya, thanks to Krishna. This Parikshit, I don't understand why he should do this, but he did it. And one Mahatma was sitting in Dhyanam. He looked like some kind of a statue. And there was a dead snake, and he put it on his neck and went. And this Mahatma opened his eyes, and he saw this, and he gave shapa. All these Mahatmas also won't take things lightly. And so these are all these tell us something. They all tell us what we have to learn. Power is there, but no control. And he gives a curse. The person who put this on my neck, he has no respect for dharma and respect for anything, respect for persons. So he will die, bitten by a snake. Parikshit was given this shapa. Then he went to, he has got only 1 week. That is why this Bhagavad Saptah, 7 days they will repeat the entire Bhagavata. 7 days. This is the Bhagavad Saptah. And in 7 days, what all he told was Bhagavata. Who told? Parikshit went to Vyasa's son, Shuka, a great sage, and told him, I've got only 7 days, you have to save me. Shuka laughed. I've got only 7 days, you are laughing? Yes, I am laughing. What for you are laughing? You are sure you are going to be 7 days? I don't know how many days I will be there. So as long as I live, I will teach you within these 7 days. Correct? You seem to be very sure, but I am not sure. He started teaching. That is what Bhagavatam is. Written by a good Pandita, not Vyasa, but a very great Pandita. Even though it is believed to be Vyasa, it should be another Vyasa. Because Mahabharata language and Bhagavatam language, they are poles apart. So all the people who are aware of linguistics, language, who are aware of the language, differences in language, so they will not accept. But there may be many number of Vyasas. So like in Tamil Nadu, if you go and say that I want to know about one Subramaniam, do you know him? Subramaniam. Hey, Subramaniam, every house there is a Subramaniam. And so this is a Subramaniam boy. Be something like in Gujarat asking for a Patel. Why Gujarat even here? In this country. Once I was driving through LA. Then I know one Patel, Dr. Patel. And then I said, I don't know his name, some Patel. Some name, but now I don't remember, some Hasmukh Patel or some Patel. And then this, I said, let us see, let us find out the address and phone number from the telephone book. I took this telephone book, Patel, 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 Patel. Patel, 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 Patel. Then Hasmukh I went. Hasmukh Patel, Hasmukh Patel, Hasmukh Patel, I gave up. So Vyasa is like that. Itna Vyas hai. And so there is no question. अभी भी व्यास कितना व्यास है गुजरात में व्यास जी there are so many Vyasa. My own student was Vyasa. I was very happy that I have Vyasa, one of my students. व्यास जी का गुरु है तो ये क्या बात है. There are many Vyasas. But whoever wrote that Vyasa was great. That's a different thing. That's how it came about. Shuko Vach. So all these names, Gananam Patihi, Jiva Gananam Patihi, Vinayaka, Ganapati, that's also question. And then that Ganapati, you invoke Bhagavan as a remover of certain difficulties caused by your own karma. How you will remove? By your prayer. Therefore, he is Vigna Rajaha, Vigna Haraha. He is a Vigna Raja, he is Vigna Hara. Today Chaturthi. He is Vigna Hara, remover of all obstacles. He is the giver of obstacles also. So, Ganapati is invoked as Gananam Patihi, Jivanam Patihi. Jiva Gananam Patihi, Ganapatihi. Ishvara, one small aspect, remover as the Karma Phala Data, as the giver of the fruits of action. Ishvara is invoked, there is no other. So we have got a specific, because of the specific form and the specific prayer and specific invocation, and then you have a whole method of invocation, and that is for a specific problem. Obstacle is a problem. That is why when we start something, we invoke Ganesha first. Gananam patihi ganapatihi. Certain form, Omkara form. See, there is a prayer, specific prayer, and then there is a particular, like even the medicine, the broad spectrum prayer. General broad spectrum prayer. It is called sprayer. You simply spray. So a broad spectrum prayer, nothing wrong. It's a broad spectrum prayer and specific prayer. That is possible only when you understand all that is here is Ishvara. That means you can have any number. There can be a devata of pancreas. You can create one, pancreatic devata. Thyroid devata, pituitary devata. So you can have devata for every gland. Because every gland in everybody works the same way. Correct? We have for kidney devata, apana, kidney devata, digestive devata, samana, respiratory devata, prana, circulatory devata, cardiac devata, then vyana. We have got devatas for all of them. Because all are Ishvara. Functions. It's all function given. Total. For eyes devata, ears devata, sense of smell, taste, all devatas. There is nothing but devatas. Adhyatmam, adibhutam, adidaivam. 3 levels we are talking about. And it's wonderful. So we will look into it if there is any time. So, that's it. Vishnu means vyapakaha. The one who is sarva vyapi. Generally, especially the one who keeps everything going. That's Vishnu. That's a particular way of saying Vishnu can be viewed as Ishvara, who is the creator, who is the sustainer, who is the resolver. He is the one who keeps things going. That is why all avatars generally are of Vishnu. Ishvara, in the form of sustainer. Then Rudra. So saying, Ganapati ka baap hai. Rodayati. Rudantam dravayati. The one who makes you cry by giving your karma phala. That's why you approach Bhagavan through Ganapati. Particular aspect. He is the Bap. He is the Karma Pradata. He is everything. And then again, he is the one who wipes the tears. Rudantam dravayati. He wipes the tears. Rudra is like that. He causes you tears and he gives you karta. He makes you cry and makes you. I wanted to do this and therefore. A lot trick, so you have to know. You can't become a Swami without knowing all these tricks. So that is a Vishnu. Shivaha means always purity, always Ananda. Swarupa. That's why this Manobuddhi Ahankar. Manobuddhi Ahankara Chittani Naham Nacha Shrotra Jihve Nacha Grana Netre Nacha Vyoma Bhumir Natejo Navayu Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. Pure form. Shivoham Shivoham. So that is the word. But the same Shiva can be used for Ishvara, who includes all. Brahma means the one who, Brahmanat Brahma, the one who manifests, one who grows to be big without really growing growth. That is like this manifold world, but still one. That's why called Brahma. Brihatvat Brahma and Brahmanat Brahma grows into this Jagat. He is very big, limitless. So that is Brahma. Words I've got in the book we have Vishnu Sahasranamam. 1,000 names are there. So that you should read also. Very interesting. Words and Leela words means from the Puranas, some words are there. And some Ishvara words, some Swarupa words, like Shiva, the Swarupa words. So all the three sets of words are there. Very good to study. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Hari Om Sri Guru Hari Om